people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ezinnemwilliams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, Real Housewives of Lagos season 3 reunion. Oh my, hey. Sophia was not informed too. They did not really inform Sophia that this woman, when it comes to the reunion of the Real Housewives, they come for blood. She could not believe it that Dabota had done an FBI work on her and was ready to tear her to shreds. She was still busy doing my queen, my queen. She did not know that the people she was queening don't really send her. They were out to protect their own name. I think next time, if Sophia was to come back for another season, she will be ready. Anyways, guys, so we had the very first part. The second part will be next week. I watched mine on Showmas because I could not, I don't know, I was not able to watch it on DSTV and I can't stand the adverts anyways. So we dealt with the boat. Yes, the boat issue was the first thing that was addressed. See, I will still stand on this hill that Dabota was really pressed about that boat thing. Because if she wasn't pressed, why then would she be looking for information about the boat on blogs, making calls, doing her research, just to come and try somebody that she felt like they are close? But I mean, I understand it's the reunion and everybody just shall want something to hold on to. Now that Dabota read Sophia to the feet, like, basically, she at some point they were like, do you actually own this boat or not? So this is Sophia's story, right? Sophia was basically saying the boat we entered in, it belongs to one princess, Jasmine. Like, that's the person that owns the boat. I think the person named the boat after her daughter. Then she has a family boat, but the family boat, it doesn't belong to her personally, but she's the one that normally uses it. And the thing here is, her personal assistant, who was new, messed it all up, and then they had to fuel her boat and they had to use the Princess Jasmine boat, and it stayed 3 days at Ilashe waiting for them. But the video evidence was showing that it was still the same boat that brought them in and it's the same boat that brought them back. So Sophia saying that it wasn't the boat that brought them back and it was her boat, that sounds like a lie, and an elaborate lie, because all this whole thing about my new personal assistant, I wasn't buying it. We are not children. I didn't buy it at all. So I believe that maybe she has a family boat, as she posted here. This was yesterday after this whole episode was aired on DSTV. She actually posted herself having fun on her boat. So maybe she has a boat and then maybe it wasn't available. Maybe it was a family boat. Honestly, I just don't buy that story that Sophia was giving us. And also she also talked about when Dabota had said that the owner of the boat named the boat after her child. She said, well, my boyfriend named the boat after me. Now, some people are misinterpreting that on social media, saying that the boat she was talking about was the same boat. Nah, it's not the same boat. She was just trying to say, me too, my name was also mentioned on the boat. Now, that's one. But on Dabota's end, like I said, that boat really pressed her. Forget about that thing she was saying. Oh, the boat was, if it didn't press her, why on earth did she go ahead to do that full FBI investigation? But also, I love the fact that she did it, because if she didn't do it, how would we know that the boat did not belong to Sophia? How? Especially when she was like, the lifetime cost, and you know. Baby girl, we know the lifetime cost. We shan't just have to like curate it anyhow we want to. I guess also the reason why Dabota was really pressed about this boat was because the boat became a 7th or an 8th member of this women. I mean, Ehi is a 7th, and of course, the boat is like the 8th member of the Real Housewives. So I can understand that. But I mean, Dabota seems like a very vengeful person. Forget. But I also love the fact that they were able to apologize to each other and they were kind of cool. I don't think they are cool, but I mean, they were kind of cool. Now, moving away from that boat issue, one thing I also liked about, this particular reunion is the fact that there's always a fact checking. the audience were also put there because some of the tweets that we tweeted about some of these things were being read by Uti. So yes, I love the fact that they did that, because this woman has got to understand that we have eyes and we're watching. Now, we also went on to talk about movement to the beach. You understand? Then the whole Caroline, Dabota. What I understood from that is that Caroline didn't actually tell the people that she was initially going to go with Sophia's boat. Yeah, she didn't mention that, but she actually did tell them, gave them the itinerary, gave them information of when she's coming. She kept calling them, and from what Caroline had said, there was times she called away from when they were filming, so she actually kept them in the loop, but she didn't actually tell them the whole truth. And secondly, from their back and forth, I also got to understand that Dabota kept saying, oh, it's not about it. Dabota honestly had an issue with Sophia. The fact that they didn't come with, the boat that she chartered and came with the boat that Sophia had come with, that was a big issue for Dabota, even though she was trying to play down that wasn't an issue. And again, I also understood that Dabota was kind of pissed, not even kind of, she was pissed with the fact that Caroline did not tell her that she was going with Sophia's boat, and they had to wait almost 4 hours waiting for them. And again, the anger directed at Sophia was not even supposed to be directed at Sophia. Sophia had nothing to do with all of this beef. It was supposed to be Mariam or Caroline that had the beef, but Dabota had a misplaced anger and directed it all at Sophia. Still, this Sophia's boat would not have been an issue if Dabota had actually addressed the people that she communicated with. That's what I got from their back and forth. Sophia was nowhere in the mix. And also, it's very obvious that Dabota even acknowledged the fact that she said a lot of unprintable things about Sophia. Even though when she was apologizing, let's go back to that apology again. She did not apologize because of what she said. She apologized because she felt like it wasn't a good look on her to be like that. You see why I have an issue with the lady? Nah, like, you came for the lady unprovoked. Apologize. But no, you're saying they're apologizing because of you. Anyway, let's talk about the Diadem and Caroline issue. So from what I'm getting, Diadem was saying the reason why she was frowning her face was because there was electricity problem in the house. Her children were at home, or her child was at home, and then light finished and she was trying to sort it out. And I love the fact that they kept showing her, her face or how she reacted when people were late. I can understand being angry, when somebody is late, because I too would be pissed. Like, if you make me wait for so long, I hate waiting for people. That's why I always come on time. So I get where Diadem is coming from, but I feel like she should have owned it. Which one is because of light? It's because I don't believe that shit for a bit. I don't believe it one tiny bit at all. Diadem was mad because she felt like these ladies had to apologize, and they didn't, and they just waltzed into the event after wasting their time. There's no big deal in admitting that. That's another thing. Another one is Diadem and Mariam. They shall love each other. They are Diadems, I think that's their name. They like each other. Like, yeah. They are both crazy people, but they like each other. And also, I feel like Caroline doesn't really have an issue with Diadem. Like, from everything that's been said, I feel like she doesn't really have an issue with Diadem. I feel Caroline's issue with Diadem is the fact that Diadem is close with Dabota. I'm gonna say it any day, anytime. From everything that I heard during their reunion, all she was saying was Diadem used to act because of hearsay. She actually admitted that she was actually pissed because of the whole issue of Diadem carrying her face, during the beach outing. Aside from that, she actually doesn't have an issue with Diadem. She actually thought that she and Diadem would be chummy, but Diadem ended up being chummy with, of course, Dabota, because they've been friends even before the show. Not even a real issue. It's the fact that she feels like Diadem is always on Dabota's side, and Dabota is always on in Diadem's ear, and she feels like whatever perception Diadem has of her is a perception that has been created by Dabota. That's what I think. And of course, I love, the reconciliation between Mariam and Diadem. I feel like they are cool. And there was not really a big deal, judging from how they all interpreted what had happened and that Diadem's event, how I told you guys, Mariam actually thought, okay, why would Caroline be invited and she is not here? She said that she actually called Caroline to scold her like, you and this babe are cool and she invited you and you're not here. But Diadem felt like she was being disrespectful. So I feel like at the end of the day, we can agree that both of them were coming from places where they felt like both of them were right. But I love the fact that they did apologize, and the fact that Mariam was like, I don't care about your feelings. She actually did care. She actually did. So this particular episode didn't really have enough buzz. You know, it didn't really have enough fire, enough, you know, it's not giving us season one kind of reunion. But I'm sure next week we're gonna be seeing some fire, you know, between Mariam and Laura, and of course it looks like Caroline is also going to come out in her full glory. But all in all, it was just okay. Aside from the Sophia part, that was like, for me, the biggest revelation. The boats did not belong to Sophia. But I mean, the lifestyle still costs. Now we don't know. Is she a sweet girl? She's still a sweet girl. And again, another thing I like to point out, Dabota, oh my god, she was like, she tried to shade Sophia so many times, because she was like, oh, you claim houses you don't own, you claim boats you don't own. I bet a lot of you be like, when did Sophia claim house she do not own? Let me give you guys the gist. So apparently, before this Real Housewives, buhaha, there was this real estate company that had called her Sophia, that she came and took videos of a house and posted as her own, but it wasn't hers. Then Sophia had to explain that I think the person, the agent or somebody that took her there, showed her the house, and that was like a replica. You know those houses that are like in an estate, they had to be built the same. So the house she got, they did not open it or something, and it was just crazy. So that was where Dabota had gotten her story from. And Sophia was really hurt, because she felt like, you are basically going with what the blogs are saying about me, but then it's still you that it's mad that, you know, blogs say stuff about you. Like, I can also, you know, judge you based on what the blogs are saying about you. So it's crazy that Dabota was mad at Laura because what Laura's sister had written about her, but she is still the same person using what has been written on blogs about someone to come at the person. But I mean, that's why we love the Real Housewives franchise, because it's a messy TV. I can't wait for next week, because we have other very pressing issues to address. I guess they should just use this episode to address the lesser ones, because we have the issue of Dabota versus Caroline. We have the issue of Laura versus Dabota. I guess a lot of you have forgotten that both of them are not friends, especially because of what Dabota had said about Laura and her sister and all that. So we have more pressing issues to address next week. So I am fully here for it, because this particular episode was all about love and light. I mean, we got 2 apologies, which is kind of rare when it comes to the reunion of the Real Housewives. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. And oh my god, Caroline, no, Auntie Carol, oh, she doesn't like it when we call her Carol. Caroline, baby, she just a smile. You see, as you were smiling when Mariam and Diadem hugged, please, Shaz continue smiling like that. The way you are frowning your face this episode, you get a CBO. You come to fear me. Ejo, take am easy. But I mean, keep giving us the messiness and drama. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye, guys.